Hi Year 11, this video is designed to help you with the going over the checkpoint. So some basics. Let's define excretion. Excretion is the removal of toxic chemicals that the body has produced. Okay, really straightforward. Don't confuse it with egestion. Egestion is going to be the removal of physical waste, not the same thing. Describe ways that that's happened. That's right here. Water and salts are excreted in sweat and in urine. Okay, carbon dioxide is in exhaled air. Straightforward. Okay, label your thing. Here's a diagram of the excretory system or the urinary system. Okay, let's have a look at it. Got some major blood vessels here. This big red thing, this big blue thing. Big red thing is the aorta. Big blue thing is the vena cava. Don't confuse them with the renal artery and the renal vein. Okay, renal artery goes to the kidney. Renal vein comes back from the kidney. Also, things not to be confused. The ureter and the urethra. The urethra goes from the bladder to the outside of the body. The ureter goes from the kidney to the bladder. Okay, also that's a bladder. Okay, so there's your basics. From there, nephron structure. I strongly urge you to go back and to look at my video on the nephron to help you in terms of understanding what's going on here. Very simply, you need to be able to label it, know that this network of capillaries is your glomerulus, know that this C-shaped thing is your Bowman's capsule, wiggly tube number 1 is your proximal convoluted tubule, wavy loopy thing here is your loop of Henle, second wavy little globally tubule thing is your distal convoluted tubule, long pipey thing is your collecting duct. You need to know what they are and what they do. Speaking of what they are and what they do, question 4. So, blood's going to carry toxins. It's going to basically turn up at the glomerulus. At the glomerulus, that's all that network of capillaries. It's really narrow, blood's under pressure, and so you're going to get your first of two processes, filtration. Out goes anything smaller than a protein, water, glucose, urea, salts. They're all getting pushed out. They get pushed out into the Bowman's capsule. That's your filtrate. You're then left with a whole bunch of stuff that you now need to reabsorb. Remember, two processes. We've just done one, filtration. Second process, reabsorption. So, first convoluted tubule, you're going to end up getting a whole bunch of glucose being reabsorbed, okay? Amino acids being reabsorbed. That will happen actively. More important than what is happening, that you're spending energy to get that stuff back, is why that is happening, right? Say what it is, say what it does critically, say why it's important. So, yes, you reabsorb glucose. Yes, you do that via active transport. Yes, you need that, but you need that because glucose is going to be used by the cells of your body for respiration, which is the process through which those cells will get energy from food. It's kind of a big deal. Having done that, you've done filtration, you've done the first part in terms of reabsorption. What about the water? What about the salts? They are reabsorbed. They're reabsorbed by water. Specifically the things that are reabsorbed are water and salts. They are reabsorbed in the loop of Henle. That will happen by osmosis. They'll also happen in the distal convoluted tubule and the collecting duct. Why is that happening? To maintain the internal environment, to keep it at that optimal level. And that's going to mean that the body's interior is working well. It's being able to be supported to carry out all of its various life processes. You will help regulate that through the secretion of ADH. If you want more information on that, you go and watch the video that I put together on ADH. It'll give you more insight there. Right, that's question 4. Here's the big deal, okay? Link environmental factors to changes in urine volume and composition. So let's take a look at it. Factors, exercise, drinking water, hot temperatures, okay? Salty food, all well and good. So here's your big idea. When you're looking at exercise, okay, what is that going to do to urine? Well, it's going to mean that there'll be little urine. It's also going to mean that the urine will be darker. Why? Well, very simply, when you sweat, all right, or you breathe out lots, because that's what happens when you exercise, what is going to happen is you're going to lose water, you're going to lose salts. The blood will become more concentrated because the water is going to be lost. This means that there is a need to reabsorb filtrate back into the blood. That means that the urine will have less water and more urea. So there'll be less urine volume and it will be more concentrated in terms of urea and will look darker. And there you go. Done. Right. Second one, drinking lots of water. Why would you drink lots of water? Well, it's a sports game. You get that wrong sometimes, you know, and you've got to link this to whatever the big event is, whatever the context is. So here's your big idea. If you drink lots of water, then yeah, urine volume is going to go up. If I neck like 6 pints of water, then I'm probably going to have a problem. But one of my problems will be my urine output is going up. My urine color will be pale. Okay, so where we go from there? Why is that happening? You've drunk lots of water. You've absorbed lots of water from the digestive system into your blood. That's going to make the blood more concentrated. It's going to increase the amount of water in the blood. That means that, this is the important part, less water will be reabsorbed from the filtrate into the blood. Urine will become larger in volume and will become less concentrated. Hot temperatures lead to more sweating. Therefore, they do exactly the same thing as exercise. Apart from this, yeah, that's what they do. Hot temperatures is the same. Okay, salty snacks. If I eat lots of salt, my urine volume is going to be less. My urine color is going to get darker. Why? Well, it's going to cause the blood to become more concentrated. It's going to result in less water being present in the actual blood. That will mean that more water needs to be reabsorbed, and the consequence of that is the urine will have less volume and will become more concentrated, and the blood will then become less concentrated itself. Okay, done. Check it. Make sure you're prepped. Get your graphic organizer good to go. Walk into that exam ready to smash it. Okay, you've got this.